So now I'm going to start with blocking in, and I'm going to just block in with the transparent colors. That's a theme that I'm working with lately because I want to get a glow to these pieces of fruit. So I'm going to block in this pear with Indian yellow, which is a very transparent yellow. I'm going to block in the sunny side of the pear with Indian yellow. And the sunny side of the pear you see this line coming across here? That helps to not only show what the sunlight and shadow side looks like, but it also defines the shape of the pear. So this is Indian yellow blocking in the sunny side of the pear. And I'm using my medium. This is the Neomegalip medium. And I'm using that on this first stage particularly because I'm going to work into this with more color underneath, and that color won't have to, then I can work with a little bit thicker paint and not worry about the medium. The lime, I'm going to block in the sunny side of the lime. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and block the sunny side of the lime with a little bit of that same yellow because it has such a nice glow on the top of it. And then I'm going to switch to sap green, which is a transparent green, and work that into it. These colors are very transparent, and I'm putting it on thin. The reason for that is that I'm going to build the paint up on top of it, and it's much easier to do that if the first layer is quite thin. And the shadow side of the pear has some green in it. It almost has a purple cast to it. So I'm going to use some of my ultramarine blue, a little bit of alizarin crimson, or permanent rose, but in this case I've just used, and this is just creating this shadow side in a transparent color. Now all these colors will be adjusted. These are very simple shapes we're working here. And it really doesn't even matter if one shape touches another at this point, because it will be being filled in with paint on top. So, and actually at this point you might want to use your larger brush, and this would go on a little faster. So I find everybody in the beginning tends to want to use a brush smaller than they need, and I just did that same thing. Okay, let's look at the orange slice now, and I am going to use a clean brush because I want some clear color, and I'm actually going to use the permanent rose for this orange slice. And I'm seeing this sunlit area here. I'll put some Indian yellow in that so that that can shine through. But most of the rose you want to have that, most of the orange, you want to have that transparent rose coming through to glow. Go back to a little bit of Indian yellow for this part of the orange. And the lemon on this side is going to take a lot of adjusting because these colors are very interesting down here in the rind of the lemon that's white, and it really isn't white here, especially when you compare it to actual white. But the lemon itself, I'm going to go ahead and put the Indian yellow on. And we'll do a lot of adjusting on that. And I'll go ahead and cover the rind with that. So there's our basic fruit shapes. Not really very interesting at this point, but now I want to start blocking in those shadow colors, which are other shapes which are going to create more interest here.